Right, okay. This is the new kit that I'm doing, sort of like a bit of a collaboration with YVONNE. There's be a video before this one explaining the kit and what we're doing. I'm making a journal, I think, out of a file, sorry, I'm miles away, file folder. I've chosen this fabric. This is just one of those out of, you know, the fabric swatches that you get. And it was a bit, because it comes from a scrap store, it was actually a sort of very musty smell. So it's all been washed and it went a bit raggedy. But I love that, so I'm going to utilize that. And it's not a very big piece, so I know that my journal had to be on the skinnier side, so I've cut a little bit off the pages, all right, so that I can do that size, which what I done was it was about 4 3/4 by 8 or 7 3/4, not sure actually, because when did I print that? Yeah, 7 3/4. So that's the size I've done. Okay, and we'll see all that a bit later on. Okay, so I've already got a few things in here, only because I made that was really funny, because this here, okay, I made a while ago, just after Christmas. Oh, okay, right, yeah. So I made this just after Christmas, because I had a sort of a kit in mind, and what I wanted to use. So I wanted to use this book. So I sort of ripped out a few pages and I made this. And as soon as I made that, this is where the kit comes from, if you know what I mean. So that is going in there, because that actually started it all. And I got the colours that I wanted and all that for the rest of the kit. So that's how that worked. And then the first tags I'd done, spring tags, were these ones. And I love these envelopes. Okay, well, they're a bit bigger than that, but I just folded them down. I'm going to do something with them today, because I want, what I want, actually, I'm going to make like an insert. Right, so that's going to come out there with so we can open that. Okay, so that's going to go there. This is going to be sort of like a pocket, I think. I'm not sure yet. And the other one will be like that, so that comes out that way. And then I'll put a bit of fabric to tie them together. So, and then because I was sort of doing that, I thought, oh, do you know what, this tag looks really nice, so I might stitch that tag onto that, and that might be a bit of a flap. I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be something like that, because I really liked that on the front, like that. So we shall see. So that's what I'm going to get on with today. So I can leave that alone now. Put that in I've cut everything out ready. But I thought I'd utilise that. And I think there's another one I done, and I didn't tray. The postcard size is too big. Perhaps I haven't put that one in yet. And I thought I would do some pockets, and yeah, that is the centre. I thought that's going to look nice with lace on and everything. That's going to be, I know, I'll show you through what I've done so far. This is all subject to change. It really is. It depends what now I make to go in it, to how this all lays. So sometimes I take pages out, sometimes I add more. So nothing is set in stone with me, I'm afraid. But that is what I've done. That I just quite liked. It was hanging around, and I thought, oh, I can incorporate that somewhere. This is one of my short pages that I like doing, because I like usually just putting a bit of lace on there, and I can put a pocket on that side. So that's what I've done so far. The here, you know, definitely needs something else going on. And then that's the middle. So, oh, and back here I've done like a flip page. Well, it won't be flip, that must probably be a pocket of some kind there, and then a flip here on that one. So I've just folded that in. So, and that was my short page, the other side. And I've got one there, but some of these I might even cut off. Yeah, really depends how it goes. So, very plain at the moment. And like that one most probably, we either go that way. Right. I just fold them over when I'm doing the journal. So I usually cut them all the right height, and then I'll fold over, and then some I'll cut down and some I'll leave. It really just depends. Like that one I'll cut off, I expect. Yeah, or you could put another page on. We'll see what happens. Right. That's as far as I've got. So I thought I did have another tag in here, but I didn't. Never mind. Okay. And then I'll be using the new butterflies, the kit I've just brought out as well, because I've got some pink ones, I've got the big ones, and I've also got some small ones. So there's a lot more to this kit, which again, there should be a video, which I'll link below, because they're smaller than this. I've just done some large. Don't know whether you can see, sorry. Yeah, and then I've got a page of 2 to a page in the kit as well. So we've got the smaller ones. So I'll be using some of those. Oh, and I've cut these are the I've got those. That's the ephemera pieces that come with the kit as well. And also I shrunk down again, so here are some diddy ones. Snippets and that. See? I'm sort of organised. Sort of. Not really. Oh, and then I've got these bits here that I've cut off already. So I was waiting till I sort of done the journal, so I could I'm going to make a tag out of that. I'm going to make something. I've got to. So I like using those strips. I'm going to see what we come out with. So that'll be in a video sometime. I just need to keep them there. Oh, it's freezing in here today. If you see that, I've got my big fleece on. It's absolutely freezing out there. We might get snow, but I think we're going to get icy rain. Mind you, it's looking a bit snowy up there. We might get it, yeah. If it blows in, it's blowing a hoolie. I'm not joking. And it's coming up from the west. So I think they're supposed to get snow in St Ives and Penzance today. But whether we get it, I don't know. But I'm looking up there and it's looking full, and yeah, I'm not sure. If it comes in, it's going to be absolutely freezing, because the wind is literally coming straight at us here in Mavagissy. So we shall see. I'm hoping. I love snow. So love it. I think it's beautiful. And I do miss it living here. But then I've got the ocean, haven't I? So I'm not moaning. I just now and again think, oh, I'd really like some snow. Anyway, we must get on. Right, so I've got 2 envelopes, which these were quite big, quite wide. They were 5 1/4 by 7 1/8. Yeah. I folded it in about 1 1/4 inches. Okay. Right, so both the same. So I'm going to make sure it's in the right place a minute. Sorry, I need my journal, or else I'll get confused. And that ain't difficult. Right, so I want it like that. Okay. That should be like that, and that should, just so that my flap opens outwards. I'm not keen on them opening the other way. So that should be like that. Okay, so it's the front. And then I turn that over. So those are like that. Okay, right. I'm going to stick this on first. It's just a bit of linen stuff. Just make sure that's... So they do warp a bit when you tea stain them, so that's fine. So go on the back of there. Stick that on there. Just stretch it a little bit. Okay, and then the same goes here. And I'm going to leave a bit of a gap. I would say that's about a quarter of an inch, not a quarter. Yeah, about a quarter of an inch. Yep, that's right. Sorry, folks, I'm not very good with centimeters. I think it's working with hairdressing. It's always inches. Oh, can I have an inch cut off? The famous inch, that is. It's like the build. What is it? The builder's hour, isn't it? And I'll keep that like that because I'll rough that up. Okay. So that's because that's got to wrap around the journal, so we need a bit of space there. Yeah. Right, now the only way I can sew that and keep this a flap is I've got to open it and stitch it down there. Yeah, and then do it that way and do the same on that side. Okay, so I might go ahead and do that first. I won't do it. I'll be doing more stitching, but I'll just do that now just so that it stays put, just in case, and then I can see what I'm doing. I'm not sure whether I'm going to have a flap or not. I don't know, but I'll worry about that after. I'm just going to go and stitch it as though I was having a flap. Like I said, this isn't planned what I'm doing here. I'm doing it as I go along and see how I feel. Do you know what I mean? I am a bit like that. If I got something in mind, that's fine, but I haven't. I just want to use these envelopes, and I want that on the front, and I want that tag. So let's see what we do. Okay, I've done that, and I decided while I was over there, right, this one I'm going to keep as a flat. Okay, and this is what do I call it? I'm going to stick that one down. Sorry, I just got an email there about Jaden college and that. I'm actually going to stick that down, but I want this here. I could have cut that off, but I didn't want it cut off. I actually like the look of that. I didn't want to. All I want to do with this is ink it up. I'm actually happy with the way that looks, so I'm not altering that at all, because that colour is just perfect. Yeah, so that's how it's going to look. And I wasn't sure whether I would keep this. I can't stitch it on here. I can only stitch it to this because we have a pocket. Yeah, and I didn't know whether, if I did stitch that down, whether we had a little tuck spot there. I think we might actually. Okay, right. Put your thinking cap on, Andrea. Right, I am going to glue this down. I might not stitch it on, I'll just glue. just going to come out a bit. What I'm going to do, okay, is actually stitch along that bit there and there to keep these down. Well, I could glue actually. I'll do that for now. I'll just glue. Okay. It's quite a heavy tag, that's all. So I'm sort of like thinking, oh, do I really want much underneath there because of the weight of the page? That's it. Going to, yeah, I might flick up too much. I'm not sure yet. It might get glued right down because I'm just thinking that I don't want to stitch that on there. I'll see what happens. It might not work, so I might have to glue the whole thing down. Yeah. Right, but I like the way it looks. Right, so I'm going to put that there. Right, because now that's our inside. All right, I'm happy with the way that looks. So here, do you know what? I'm going to keep this envelope. I really like, so I'm going to keep it as it is, the color, everything. But what I will do is line the inside of the envelope, so that then looks nice when it's opened. Yeah, and I'm gonna have something where that can be tied down, I think, to those round things, a bit of string. Yeah, and then when you open it, you've got, there we go. See, I've got it sussed already. Yes. Right, so I need a circle punch, and I need to organise some of them because I haven't got any of those ready. I think I've used all of them. So I'll go ahead and do those. Okay, I've got the middle one, and I've got the 3/4 inch EK Success punches. Is the ones I tend to use. Oh, this is yonks old. I think that's one of the first punches I ever bought. Must be 25 years old. Or 20, something like that. Friskers. Okay. No, I don't waste that. I'll just cut that off. I can make some more circles out of there. I should put that in. I do keep some of them, but not card. I keep the paper ones. Okay, and then I'll glue them together so that they're a bit thicker. I find it easier doing it that way than I do trying to centralize that circle in here. So yeah, my hands are very cold today, and they've gone a little bit stiff. Okay, they're all dry now, and I'll just ink up around the edges. Don't really need to with these, but we'll do both sides because knowing me, I'll pick up the wrong side. I'll touch that and it won't be inked up. So, hands. Oh, I might as well do both sides, mightn't I? But I've got, yeah, I will. So I'll get the other one. only wanted Dinky Brad because I don't want too much bulk, so I'm going to get my small ones. Okay, let's go. Right, I don't do this with a ruler. I do it with a bit of paper. To mark my centre. I usually get the same size as a journal. Fold it in half, and I've got my middle. Okay, so we just make sure that's folded over. Right, there we go. So we get middle. And where do I want it? I'm going to have it about there, I reckon. So let's go 2 of those. So that goes there. It's a little bit long, I think. Oh, that'll be right. Okay. So we're going to have it 2, aren't we? Yeah. So that's there. Do the same this side. So that's one. Even though you don't see this side, so it doesn't really matter, and I'm way out there. Here we go. Hey ho. And then I'll open this out. Doesn't really matter, but I just follow along here, and then I think, oh, I'll put that there. Yeah, and the same here, sort of put that there, and I will make sure that that fits there, and that'll be there. That will just go in there, and that's that. So it's in 2. Just that. Could do it all together. Doesn't really matter. These are only very short, so very dinky. And when we cover the inside, if you wasn't covering the inside, you could put another piece of coffee stain paper over that. I will do it first then, just in case I go through everything. Might just go a bit longer, I'm not sure. Right, yeah, it's a bit fiddly, so just can't see because I need to put my head right forward, but I'm just thinking the string might pull it off a bit, if you know what I mean. No, this one's even small. No, we'll be fine. We're in under. There we go. Okay, that's great. What I'm going to do is put a tiny bit of washi tape over the inside of that one to keep that down. Okay, I will attach a bit of glue to the washi tape. And just in case there's any glue that escapes, I'll just pop that there for a minute. Okay, I'll do the other side. Okay. Is there any glue on there? No. I'll put a little bit on there. I'll just... Okay, and a bit of string. It saves measuring. That's why I do it with a bit of paper. Preferably it's correct length though, but that's not too bad in line. Okay, I am going to stick this down without a doubt. Right, we're going to glue that down. That's not going to work as a pocket or anything, and I think it's going to be too heavy, so with anything else in, because we've got a pocket the other side as well, so nah, we don't need it. Okay, right, let's get some nice... Oh, and these envelopes are lovely. I really love them. I will do the inside, and that's a bit too thin, so that'll work on that. Right, I'm just gonna... Oh. I'm gonna... Let's have a look, see how we can... No, I was just wondering if we can do it like a... Oh, that might work. No, we'll cut down. I usually come in it a little bit. Well, and then I'll have another strip, won't I? Great. Should do both sides anyway. Let's cut it in half first. Make sure it fits in before I... Couple of more strips. Okay. I'll set that up today, actually. I'll do this and then we'll get on with that. Yep, that's fine. That's good. Okay, right, I'm going to stitch around my envelope flap. Okay, just to have a bit of interest. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that one yet, but I'm going to leave that as it is for a minute. And then I shall ink up, and I will also ink up in here. Yeah, but very lightly. And I will be using tea stain. I don't want anything too dark. I'm going to try and keep it light if I can. So I'll do that now. Right, so I'll just go and stitch around my flaps. Okay, I can get the machine in there, no problem. There we go, that's all I've done. So, yeah, we can cut them off now a bit. I'm going to leave a bit there, and then I'll ink around there. I'm going to leave that exactly how it is. That's perfect how I want it. It looks light and airy. Not hairy, airy. Right, I'm going to cut that one off so we know just to open that one. Yep. Okay, right, on with this side then. There, I think I'm going to make a tuck just like that. Okay, so I'm going to cover this. I want a bit of it showing, so I'm going to do that, I think. I'll just do that in half, and then I can get it in my little trimmer. Cut a bit of the paper off there. Meant to do that, of course. We don't have to go all the way back there, so I'm going to go that way, I think, because I like that edge. Yep, let's have a look where our lace is first. Might be, just put lace on. I think we will, look, because that is perfect. Yep. Okay. Right, I'm going to just stitch that on. Okay, I'm not going down there. I'm just going to stitch along that bit. Yep, that's fine. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then that'll look finished. Here we go. All right, I just stitched along that bit there, just so that make sure that that stays down really. So it's the journal. See how nice that looks? I mean, when you look at it like that, you think, oh, it's a bit plain, but once it's in the journal, you see, it's great. And then here, we shall put a tag in or something, which I'm going to do one in a minute, but I've got loads anyway. But let's have a look, see what we've got cut out already. That one's there, that one. Oh, it's a nice butterfly here. That looks nice. Okay, so that's that. Like that, and then all we've got to do is do something for in there a bit later on. That's no problem. I'm going to get on with the tag now. So that's the insert that I'm using, like that. It's nice. Oh, I'm going to have to, going to be knocking that, I think.